What is up, YouTube? Just going to run through some things I just recently picked up. Had a bit of a gear haul, so pretty excited about a lot of this stuff. Some stuff's open, some stuff isn't. Not really going to be an unboxing, but in getting back to my channel's direction, as far as the point of view I have on why these things apply versus just, you know, feature puking to you guys. Got some great stuff from B&H. They've been great since I've started buying from them, so pretty excited about that. But moving forward, I got some stuff for the Sony platform, and since I'm really diving into that and I've liked it so far, these are some must-haves that I think you should have. For me, the 6500, but these would apply to, you know, the 6300, the 6000, pretty much anything in that series. And I'll pull out here to show you. So the first thing I got is this tempered glass camera screen protector. Amazon, this thing was about $8 or $10. I'll have the links below. I do like it. It interfaces with the touchscreen well. It still allows the touchscreen to be responsive, so you're not going to have any sort of issue as far as the quality or the user experience. Nothing has changed from how it used to work with no screen protector on there. So that's pretty nice as far as that goes. Some of the other things I got, especially for the Sony, one thing that was big for me, and I've opened this up already just because I've started using them, this RAVPower charging kit with battery. So I've used RAVPower before. They actually are my choice in portable battery pack. And so the reason I like this portable charger, one, it comes with 2 batteries, which is a huge savings. So you get this for less than 30 bucks. You get 2 batteries, which normally are going to retail for anywhere from 50 to 60. But the big plus for me is that this charger works with a USB interface. So I'm not required to have an electrical outlet to charge my batteries. So if I'm out for a long day, whether it's a day hike or something else, or I'm camping, I don't necessarily have to be able to find an outlet or get back to my Jeep to plug in. I can charge these batteries directly from my battery pack. And for me, that's a big advantage. And the reason I say that's an advantage is, I'll show you my battery pack here, which is also RAVPower, but this battery pack is 25,000 milliampere. And so the reason for me that's so awesome is not only do I have all the port availability, but I can charge this battery pack and it will help me get through an entire weekend. I mean, multiple tablet charges, multiple phone charges, and now I can directly tie in this guy to this guy and be charging my camera batteries every night versus, you know, having to get back to the Jeep or when I get back to the vehicle, correct that stuff. So really excited about that. One thing I'm curious on, which I picked up, is a higher transfer speed, this UHS-II memory card. So a couple of reasons, and this is nothing fault of its own, but you know, if I'm taking some wildlife like I was doing with my 6500, I would not fill up the buffer with my pictures. I could shoot and shoot and shoot for multiple seconds. I had no issue with the actual picture taking process itself, with shooting JPEG and RAW while, you know, I was getting some low-flying birds, which I'll tie in here. However, one thing I did notice, and again, the massive file size on here is probably what causes it, but if you were to click through and then try to review those pictures, you would see, you know, a countdown of still writing through the buffer to the card. So my hope is, and I'm going to eventually get a couple of these cards, you know, this is first really just a test, see how it works the next couple of months, and then hopefully by then also prices will be coming down. But I'm interested to see the true read-write performance of the card in the camera when shooting several photos at once, filling up that buffer, and how quickly I can review, and then also the transfer speeds when transferring 4K to the computer. So right now I'm shooting this on my Panasonic G85, and this will probably reside in there. I went with the Lexar just because it also comes with the UHS-II card adapter, which a lot of the SanDisk stuff does not, and that's normally what I use as SanDisk, but Lexar got me on this one. You see a lot of people do this one. This is the MePhoto mobile phone. You know, this is the MePhoto Plus for the cell phone. The reason I like this, which I didn't really realize that I would, I knew I would like it and I knew I had a use for it. It's sturdier than the plastic or, you know, traditional sort of clamp-on style, but I thought this were just going to swivel 2 directions, you know, vertical and horizontal. But this is a fully articulating ball joint. So you have every axis here, you know, left, right, up, down, and then you can rotate as well. So for me, I think that's just an awesome feature. It's got all your tripod screws in there, so I actually carry my Joby GorillaPod with me, but I have a couple of these quick disconnect plates on there because I use the Manfrotto RC2 system, so I can either have one of these quick disconnect plates with a GoPro mount, with this mount on there, and I'm pretty excited to use it. Get through there, and then the last couple of things I got myself a smaller, let's call it an adventure tripod or backpacking tripod. So this is the Manfrotto Element. It is not a common model you're going to see as much today. It has an Arca plate at the top, not their more common RC2 plate. However, I do use the Peak Design system, and in some of my tripods, the Peak Design Pro plate doesn't necessarily lock in there, and I know that if I'm out and about, the Arca plate will, so I'll break this out and do a separate review on this later. And then the thing I'm most excited about in going through my open box purchases, I've had great luck with my lenses being purchased open box through either Best Buy or B&H. The reason for me that's so important is you're still able to get the manufacturer's warranty when you buy open box. It doesn't affect that. And you're getting a huge price break. So, and calculating out the difference, B&H open box prices are about 20% less than list price. Best Buy is about 25% less, and I have scored great lenses for little, little added expense to me just because there's such a savings. And in most cases, if the day comes where I want to turn around and resell these, I'm not having to take that big of a hit on a used lens by selling it. So what I picked up though is going to be my walk-around lens that I settled on, and right here this guy is going to be the Sony Zeiss 16-70 f4. The reason I went with this is it gives me the most range. I could have done that 18-105, but as far as size and weight, this is going to be the best all-around lens I can get. It's a constant f4. It gives me a wide variety of landscape all the way through telephoto with that wide angle. Now I currently do have a Sony 10-18, which I'm going to keep using. That gives me more specific purpose-built type of lens. But this guy's going to be the one that's on the camera all the time. I can use it for video shooting as well as your all-around everyday walk-around lens, and I'm not really going to be able to be forced to carrying multiple lenses at one time. But I'm going to get going with this, get a review on this guy and the other lenses I have. But that's it for now. I appreciate you guys watching, and look out for my future videos. Subscribe, share, and hit me up on social media. Thank you.
Go tell your friends.